Elemis has a Halloween animated lighting pumpkin man, 72-inch tall. Mike Hill Hobbies, let's open this up and check it out. So here we go. And upon opening the box, you are greeted with a lantern. And it's got a cable, so this lantern is gonna light up. Excited about that for sure. We'll go ahead and see everything in here. Here is the head right here. Of course, the head lights up. It's got a pretty good look to it. You could definitely do a little more green or black wash on this to spice it up a little, but it looks pretty good. It's a blow mold and it has lights in there. This thing makes sounds and it lights up, and it's also sound and motion activated. It's rated for indoor, outdoor. Very cool. Right here we've got a bag of some nasty looking green and brown mesh type outdoor material to drape over it and make it look all nasty and creepy just like it should. Put that to the side, and this is going to be the main body here. It has regular hands. I would like to see hands that are like, you know, vines basically for a pumpkin man, but can always make this work. Really thick plastic material. You've got some foam material here in the arms, plus there is a wire in there, so you're going to be able to shape and bend these arms. You've got a foam insert here in the chest to give it a little bit of girth, so you can beat that out a little bit when you're setting this guy up. The material is like a really thin kind of see-through outdoor material. It's got really good colors. It's greens and browns and grays. It looks really great for Halloween. Okay, now here in the box you've got another frame piece with some creepy black mesh outdoor material. It's all cut up so it's looking nice and creepy there. And lastly, in the box here you have a couple of poles with snap pins in them and the pieces for the base. So this is like a cross pattern base. You've got your middle piece here, and then you take your base and it goes in there all the way around just like that. You just want to slide them into the slots and get them seated all the way down. That way the guy sits as level as possible. It's a pretty good sized base. It's nice and wide. I don't anticipate this thing falling over, so it feels pretty solid, and I think that'll do just fine. Now there's no directions included in the box that I got, but this is a really simple setup. And one of the poles you are going to have with a little dimple on it right there, that is going to go right down in the base, and then you have your other one with your spring pin right there, and that is going to go right down inside of that bottom one there. Okay, once you've got your frame together and your two poles connected and pushed down into the base, you're going to set that to the side, and you want to take the legs with the waist frame here, which has a pole going all the way through there with snap pin. And this has your two legs and also like a creepy cloth cover on the front. It's like an outdoor felt material. And then you're going to go ahead and take that and push it down onto your pole until the spring pin locks into place. And then you're ready to put the torso on there. Now the torso has the control box right underneath here in the back right there. And this thing actually has a volume switch. So I thought that was pretty cool. You've got on, demo, or off on this. Of course, the head is going to connect to this piece coming out of the neck area, and then you can drape the clothing down over it. It's 3 AA, so I'm going to go ahead and get the batteries in there, get this on the waist, and then connect the head, and then we can drape the material over that, and of course put that really cool lantern in the hand and connect that wire. So I'm going to go ahead and get the batteries in here. I'm getting a little bit taller here, so I had to move the camera back and readjust, but now I am ready to go ahead and put the torso on here. And you've just got your slip joint right there, and then you can adjust your clothing. So we'll go ahead and slip that down right onto the frame here. Just however you would like. Just turn it so it matches the legs, and then adjust the foam on the inside there. All right, you do got wires in the arms, so you can give those a little bit of an adjustment, but it is just a wire going through this, so you're not gonna get a lot of stay if you wanna have them aiming up, but you do have the option to kind of bend and give an elbow or bend at the wrist a little bit if you want. And we have the lantern to go ahead and put in the hand there, and then connect that wire right there. Take that lantern and slip it through the fingers right there, and then you can go ahead and connect your cable. At this point, we're ready to go ahead and put the head on, connect the cable, and then you can kind of adjust these clothes to whatever you think looks best. Just remember, you've got that bag of creepy cloth type material to kind of drape over this, so it's going to kind of hide any of these imperfections. So I'll go ahead and put the head on and then get the creepy cloth. Okay, now the head does look pretty good. It's going to light up inside of there, and you just have like a slip joint connection. This just slips right down inside of the neck here, so really, really easy to put that on. And then the head is just going to kind of hang over like that. Okay, once you get the head on and connect the wire, you've got a piece of Velcro at the front of the neck, and then a piece of Velcro which actually goes to the back of the pumpkin. And then you can kind of adjust the clothes a little bit better and get ready to hang your creepy cloth on here. At this point, I am just going to go ahead and say this thing is looking kind of dorky. I'm going to be honest with you. It is really, really cheaply made. I don't mind cheap things, but this is really cheaply made. It just has a really weird look to it. Hopefully once we get the creepy cloth on here, it looks a little bit better. I'm just letting you guys know my opinion. The creepy cloth that comes with it, I really like. It is really, really good looking. You got greens and browns, maybe a little bit of grays in there, but it looks like something that, you know, should be on a pumpkin man or a swampy type of, you know, something coming out of the ground. Now it is just kind of a weird shape. They just kind of cut the material up however and put it in the box, almost like a shawl maybe. So I'm gonna drape this over and hopefully this makes this thing look better. Now once I turn the lights off and turn power on this, I'm liking it a lot better than with the lights on, but I'm not so sure I like the voice. The lights actually are really, really cool. The head moves around, which I really like. I may clip the speaker. I'm not so sure about the voice. Now, if you've got an area in your haunted display where you could kind of have this tucked in like a corner or hanging onto a pole or something, I think it's actually going to work out just fine. I know exactly what I'm going to do with this guy. I've got like this hoop area that I'm doing with spider webs for people to walk through, and I'm going to have this guy on the end of it with his right arm kind of holding around to the hoop. So you're just going to see the lantern hanging right there and his head move. I'm not so sure if I'm going to leave the sound on there, but I think he looks okay actually. All right, here you can see how the legs are. I think if you put some, you know, fake grass hanging out of there, it'd look much better, and you could hide the stand. But this is an overall look at this guy. Overall, he does not look too bad once you get the creepy cloth on there, and maybe a couple more creepy cloths around the arms would actually make this thing look much better. Okay, here it is in all its glory. This is the best I can get this thing to look without doing a bunch to it. I took some creepy cloth, draped it across the shoulders to just kind of hide these areas where it was lacking in buildup, and then put the provided creepy cloth over that. It doesn't look too bad. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on here so you can see how it looks with the lights on. Now it actually sounds okay until he goes, say goodbye. That part I can't stand, so that's what makes me want to clip the speaker off. I may leave it, but I just do not like that part. It was great until they did that voice like that. I don't know why they did that, but they did. So this is what it is. Let's check it out one more time with the lights off. Now for this guy, I do like the lantern. I like the head. I like the colors. I absolutely love the lighting and the head movement. You may have to make some adjustments to this if you get it, so just be aware of that. But this is the 72-inch Halloween animated lighting Pumpkin Man from Elemis. I appreciate everybody watching. Thanks a lot, and I'll check you on the next one.